CM1. You made it to the end of the road. I think so, yes. We're going to start the diplomas soon, so get ready, CM1 and CM2. You've been through a lot as a group. One of the things that I've seen in your graduating class is an incredible amount of growth. From day one for some of you, Bosnia, to day one in online here, to now in Greece. Throughout all the challenges, and you've had a lot of challenges, through all of them, what stood out is how much you cared. How much you were willing to look out for each other. How much you were willing to ask about each other. Yes, we had to push you sometimes, and we had to, make sure that you did things by a certain deadline. Some of you the night before grad, but that's okay. But I hope that as you step into your next challenge in whatever it is that you're doing, that you take pieces of TGS with you, that you remember our core values, that you acknowledge and recognize that you have not only 30 graduates this year, but every other graduating class and every educator and every parent here behind you. You're not on your own. As Joe said, there are other people who feel exactly the same way. Find them and push through. Make the change. Congratulations and good luck with everything that you're doing next year. With that, I'd like to invite Guille up to the podium.
Wow, it's kind of hot. Well, when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk to you today, I wanted to make it really about us and really about TGS. And what is more TGS-y than a school circle? So for those of you who don't know what school circles are, there are weekly events where we come up and share all of our news and all of the different things that have happened, and we want to share it with the community. And man, we do love these. Whether they happened online on themed Zoom calls or in the middle of the Okavango Delta. So, to kick us off, announcements. The Changemaker 1 class of 2022 seems to be graduating. And it seems like we are more ready than we think we are to step out into the world. The second announcement is the impact that the experiences that we've lived has had in each and every one of us. I think we can't even grasp it yet, but some of the people sitting here in front of me have been together for the past 2 years, and some even for the past 3. All of us have been impact days in ways we could have never imagined, and in places we didn't even think could be possible to exist. Whether this was sitting in our rooms, thousands of miles away from each other in the midst of a global pandemic, to surviving our rite of passages in the whales in Botswana as we tried to even understand what TGS was. We've had some incredible highs and some very low lows. But the fact that we're all here looking so grown, mature, some less than others, and ready to move on, some more than others, could not be more of a better sign to show how much passion and determination we have shown into putting the experiences that we've lived with TGS. Secondly, amends. Sorry for all of the staff for those late-night project submissions, the missed status updates, and the bad Wi-Fi at those Zoom calls. We have learned massively from you, and we couldn't thank you anymore. Also, amends from COVID, from missing a few terms. However, I believe that we still tried our best, and we did make an enjoyable and vibrant community even online. Now, moving on to help and concerns. I mean, it's not really a concern, but underclassmen, please reach out. We will be always your seniors, and we want to help you in anything. So please do. Second, help. Even if we're graduating, we would still love some guidance and some help sometimes. So staff, just because we're leaving does not mean that you can get rid of us. So yeah, that's it for help. But the most important thing, gratitudes. We could not be more grateful for all of our educators, all of the offsite staff that have made this life-changing experience possible. With your guidance, knowledge, and passion for education, you have opened a beautiful Pandora box in each and every one of us. That might be one of the most beautiful gifts that you can pass to the younger generations. Secondly, thanks from the bottom of our hearts to our families for being crazy enough to letting us join this weird traveling high school across the globe. If you think this was a crazy idea before, imagine joining in the middle of a pandemic. Damn. Lastly, I want to thank you, Joanne, for continuing your commitment for that vision you had 12 years ago. It has opened immeasurable opportunities for all of us. So thank you. Finally, dear seniors, I am incredibly excited to see you in which ways you're going to impact and change the world in the countries, communities, family, and people around you. So in the end, this was all that TGS was about. So thank you and congratulations to the Changemaker class of 2022. I'm gonna stick here for a while. Now, I have the honor to be introducing Dia. She's gonna be the first graduate of 2022. And the first time that Dia and I met, I was introduced to this complex person with so much energy and this open heart to get to know everyone. Even online, as a new student, Dia took the initiative to reach out to every single student in this new school. This example just shows how compassionate she is and loving. She has also shown an extreme amount of resilience and grit by managing to even finish her college applications in the middle of the mountain range in Oaxaca with barely any Wi-Fi and going through an allergic reaction. I truly don't understand how you did that. But yeah, Dia has shown a deep love for this community and has been an inspiration and role model in every project, infinite clubs, and activities she's been part since joining TGS. Congratulations, Dia, you made it.
Hello. So thank you, Guille, for that wonderful introduction. And now, I'm also going to introduce someone else. I met her outside the Bangalore airport for the first time. Neither of us knew who we were going to become or where we were going. We've fallen, risen, grown together. I've seen her cry, she's seen me cry. From endless late-night conversations to jamming to Taylor Swift together, to watching all of these Netflix shows together, she's been a constant support, and I'm so honored and privileged to call her one of my best friends. Nila, thank you for being such an amazing person. I love you so much, and you made it.
Greetings and salutations. I think that's how the person I'm introducing would begin his speech. When I first met Ignacio, I have to admit, I thought he was kind of weird. We were very similar, but very different. We have the exact same MBTI, except he's an extrovert and I'm an introvert. And that was a major red flag because he's an ENTJ. That's the same guy from American Psycho, if you didn't know. He's also an ENTJ. But despite all that and kind of the awkward way he would take care of the people around him, I think deep down Ignacio is a wonderful human being. He takes the time and energy to take care of the people around him, even if it doesn't always turn out the way he would like it to. He's been a really important part of my time here at TGS, and I'm so grateful to call him one of my best friends and someone I love truly. Thank you so much, Ignacio. You're here.
God, it's sweltering, isn't it? I should know, I'm from Texas. When people ask me about TGS, I always say that it's a community of strong personalities. And when I say that, I'm usually thinking about one person in particular. From the first day I met him in Manchester, we've been a good team, sharing lazy game days as roommates in Sarajevo and frantic working days in Melbourne. Fighting to get our projects ready for showcase the night of. In all of that time, I've known him as many things. As a director, an actor, a student, but most importantly, as a good friend. I've seen him push himself and be an example that puts in 100% and then some. In those last few years, I've seen him grow to be a phenomenal filmmaker, an endearing performer, and more than anything else, as a strong and independent person. And I can't wait to see what wild ideas he comes up with next. The beast of the Urals, the man that hikes and COVID and even this crazy world can't keep down, Matvey Ismailov.
Can't tell if it's sweat or tears. You know, when before writing the speech, I was instructed by this person. I'm not gonna say the name. I was instructed, make the crowd cry. So I was like, interesting. Like, what am I gonna do? And then I thought, it doesn't have to be sad. It's a celebration. We gotta laugh. Cry exists when you laugh. Now to the person of today. Speaking of which, in Manchester, when I just came, my first impression was, you know, it's a quiet, shy girl, probably not gonna see her much around. How much I was mistaken, you can imagine. The amount of power she has inside herself that just pulsates around can be formulated in one sentence I heard from her yesterday is, somebody asked her, do you need help? And she's like, I can walk. I can walk. And that has been her for all the 3 years that I've known her, as an amazing classmate, a person who you can come to and talk, who will help you, not always with a calm response, but she will help you, you know? She was just an amazing person. I just can't imagine how I was mistaken in the beginning again, because even when taking her senior responsibilities, leading the first student circle, I was impressed, because it was after an online year, and she just stood up and she took it over. She was the leader. I would like to introduce you the person with the hair color orange, no objections, as the sunset, Effie!
Wow. Whew, okay, well, he succeeded in making someone cry, at least, that one being me. So, thank you so much, Matt, for that. Now my makeup is ruined. So, next, I have the privilege to introduce a person who's very, very close to me and very dear to my heart. I first met him online and then in Botswana. And I remember the first words I said to him was, "Wow, you're actually really tall." Because I saw him only online and I was like, oh, he's probably pretty short. And then he proceeded to give me a 30-minute lecture about how the coffee in Joburg was bad and wrong. So that's my first impression of him. Overall, he's such a caring and passionate and loving person. I've watched him grow so much in this last year, and I really want to thank you for letting me share that time with you. You really made my senior year extremely special, and you'll always have a very special part in my life. So next, I'd love to introduce Matteo.
Okay. Well, now I would like to begin introducing one of my closest friends, someone I would consider a brother, a hardworking man dedicated to his passions and crafts. The sheer willpower he's got allows him to achieve every goal he sets for himself. There's nothing you cannot do. The amount of successful projects you've done is the evidence of it. I'll never forget about those beach town trips in Oaxaca or those spontaneous dinners with the boys every last day of stipend. I wish you good luck in the future, but that doesn't matter because there is no doubt in my mind you will have a fulfilling life. I am thankful to have met you. Now, please come to the podium, Seken.
So, as kids, we've all imagined traveling the world with our best friend. We visualize the experiences we would have, the food we might eat, and the memories we would form. However, thanks to TGS, Sammy, my lifelong best friend, and I have not had the need to imagine this as we have traveled 4 different continents together. I met Sammy nearly 10 years ago in my former school. We quickly bonded over our love for Atlas Football Club and the hottest mobile game at the time, Battle vs. Gold. Although I loved young Sammy, I must admit that he was a troublemaker. With a disturbing math class or writing controversial emails to the school librarian, young Sammy ended most of his days in the office with a teacher referral in hand. Nevertheless, something indescribable occurred to him at the beginning of high school. Within a year, Sammy rose to the top of the class, exemplified perfect behavior and uncommon levels of dedication for someone his age. Sammy had earned the prestigious title of Comeback Kid. His growth has continued to be exponential as he often exceeds expectations and stands out in the crowd. Today, Sammy has studied the art of football coaching like no other teen. He has completed countless courses in the subject, coached the team firsthand, and has been offered a major job in Mexico's biggest football club, America FC. I'm extremely excited to see the things he will accomplish, and although we will not continue the bumpy road towards the Champions League final in person, I hope I can continue to see his growth through our classic FaceTime calls. Please give a round of applause for my best friend and comeback kid himself, Sammy.
Wow. Okay, well, today I have the privilege to introduce the most considerate and warm person I have ever met. Nada Ahmed is always the first person to help anyone in this community to in need. Are you having a bad day? She'll make you laugh. Do you need someone to talk to? She'll listen to everything you have to say. Her ever-growing compassion for the community is definitely something we were beyond lucky to have. I feel confident to say that during our time at TGS, everybody grew their own nada inside of them, which is a generous side of us that is ready to spread positivity amongst every other person to change their whole world around. This special student also mastered the art of creativity like I've never seen before, from proper solving to photography. Out of all the photographers in TGS, I'm sorry, but Nada is the best one. Thank you for making memories with us. Keep being yourself. Next up on stage, Nada Ahmed.
Hi. Good. I am now delighted to present the Twitter icon. A person, a person with a pure soul and uplifting spirit. Having her as my last roommate was a privilege many didn't get to experience. I can promise you that her joy is the most contagious disease anyone can catch. She is the sweetest and most genuine friend. If you're caught up in stress, she will just stare at you and absorb it all out. I will never forget her ocean backgrounds in Zoom calls, when she slept in her night shift during ROP when she was supposed to guard the camp from lions in Botswana, the time she faked sleeping the moment an educator came to the room to ask her to go running, the times she got stressed and just stood up for 3 seconds to dance and sit back down. I can talk for hours about all her iconic moments if I could. I can affirm that she's the funniest person TGS has ever known, and I would like you to please give a big round of applause to Kirsten.
Hi everyone, welcome to our graduation. I want to thank you, Nada, for introducing me. I really love that. The person I'm introducing is one of a kind. You'll never find anyone like her because she's so humorous, willing to help, and very calm. She's enthusiastic and authentic about the things that interest her, especially learning something new, like a word or a phrase, or even a new language. I also noticed that she has her priorities straight, but one thing that truly stands out is that she makes time for people that matter to her. I'll miss her vibrancy and positivity. So Victoria, come take the stage.
So, the person I'm introducing is someone who is passionate about feminism and filmmaking. And during her TGS career, I have had the opportunity to see her grow her YouTube channel, put together a full-on documentary on feminism, which at the symposium made everyone cry, and figure out her beyond TGS plans and investigate feminine issues in our host countries, feminist issues. To me, she's always been there to listen to any of my rants, visit amusement parks and tall towers, joke around, and answer each and every questions about her home country. And to the TGS community, her enthusiasm, friendliness, courage, energy, and happiness are some of the attributes she embodies that have helped with lifting the community spirit. I'm super proud of our future actress, filmmaker, producer, and overall talented individual. Let's welcome Metini.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Vicky. Now I get to introduce Guillermo, one of the sweetest and caring people I've ever met. During our Botswana term, I remember crying to Guille, saying that I'm not able to fit in. After that conversation, he used to check on me every single day to know if I'm okay. That small act is one of the significant things he does for the people around him. He's funny, caring, and always ready to help others and make the community a better place, especially for new students. He's an excellent senior, a fashion icon who never fails to amaze us with his knowledge of color theory. He'll always make sure to let you know when your outfit is slay or when your pants and shirts are not matching. I'm so proud of him for securing a spot as a graphic design intern in Madrid, and it's so fascinating to see you reach out and get contacts on what you're passionate about in every country we go to. I hope your love for coffee never ends, like my love will never end for you. However, we're going to different directions in life. I'll miss you and your support for your loved ones. Congratulations and best of luck in all that comes your way in the future.
Thank you so much.